It's not enough that you demand somebody to treat you better. But how do you feel about yourself? How do you treat yourself? What ways do you show love to yourself? What makes you feel like you are deserving of the love that you want somebody to give to you? How dare you feel someone else should give you that love when you do not give yourself such? Hola and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Annabelle if you are just seeing me for the first time. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. On today's video, I'm just going to quickly talk about how your self-concept is affecting your relationships. Now, relationship with maybe your significant other, or maybe with people in general. Maybe you just find that people treat you like trash, or people do not respect you and you don't know why, right? You do the right things, like you show people respect, so how come they don't show you back in equal measures? How come people don't show you love in equal measure? Yes, you love on them, you give them so much attention. Why does it not come back to you? Now, I would love to break the ice by saying it is because of you and your self-concept. It's the way that you believe, it's the things you believe about yourself. Because take for instance, I'm going to use myself as a case study, right? Allow me also say that it's the things that you believe to be true about yourself, that's what other people are going to believe. It's the things you want to see in your reality, that's what shows up in your reality. Now, I know that you've had some experiences where it's like maybe you are thinking something about yourself and somebody says it. Like, for instance, when I was much younger, I woke up one day feeling like, oh my gosh, one of my nose is bigger than the other one. I just kept feeling that way, and before I kept asking my brother, and Elijah, is one of my noses bigger than this one? Before I knew it, he started saying, yes, it's true, one of your noses is actually bigger than the other one. That sounds so foolish looking back in retrospect, but I felt that way, and then people around me started feeling that way. But I remember when I just woke up and, you know what, I'm not going to fucking focus on this thing again, and that's how it just disappeared. Until today, I've never felt that way. I'm going to give you another case study that shows that how you feel, what you think to be true about yourself is actually what manifests in real life. What you want to experience somewhere in your subconscious, it comes to your 3D, it materializes in your 3D. Now, when I was I think this is like 5 or 6 years ago, right? I had never dated somebody who was a cheater. I had never been in a relationship with somebody who was cheating on me. I only heard it from people, you know, like, oh my gosh, my partner is cheating on me, he's such a cheat. And I kept wondering, how would it feel like to have my partner cheat on me? The person I was with at that point was a loyal person, right? So, but then I ended things with that person, and then moving on, I got into a relationship with somebody who was a cheat, who was a chronic cheater. I kept catching him, he kept apologizing. I would catch him, he would apologize. So somewhere in my mind, I wanted to have that experience, right? I didn't consciously know I wanted to have that experience, but I kept imagining myself in that place. What would it feel like to have somebody who cheats on me? So this goes ahead to show that you need to be careful what you think, because if you really focus, if you really think about it, nothing you say, none of your words return void, right? So now, moving on, another example to show you that what you believe to be true about yourself, what you think about yourself is what's going to materialize. After that relationship ended, right? Can I also say that before I got into that relationship, right, I kept thinking about what it would feel like to date somebody who was involved in real estate, because I had this grand idea that real estate men have tons of money. Real estate men, you know, they're just really So I wondered what it would be like to date somebody who was in real estate. So that person was a real estate guy, and he was also a cheat. So it all started here. Once again, refer back to my previous video. I'd link it's here in this card. If you tap here, you see the video. So yeah, moving forward, another experience I had, right? Recently, last year actually, I had never been with somebody who was toxic. I'd never been with a toxic partner, right? Somebody who is actually toxic in the real sense of it. Now, that guy, the cheater, he was not toxic, right? But somebody who is toxic, somebody who just loves quarreling, somebody who just picks on things that toxic in the real sense of it. So I attracted a toxic man somewhere last year, and the toxicity was to here. So and now I'm done with that phase. Like I knew that I attracted that person into my life because I kept imagining what it would be like to have a toxic partner. So something I've discovered recently, right? Sometimes when I tell myself things, right, I find that the people in my reality somewhat mirror it back to me, because you know that your reality is the mirror of what goes on here subconsciously. So sometimes I tell myself things like, oh, men want to show me off, men want to treat me like a princess, men want to, and then some days ago, about a week ago, somebody called me and he was like, oh, he would really want to show me off. He would telling me things that I told myself, right? This goes ahead to show that how you see yourself is how people will see you. So if you see yourself as trash, if you talk to yourself the way you talk to trash, that's how people are going to see you. That's how people are going to treat you. So you may complain, oh, nobody ever takes me seriously. Oh, people don't respect me. That's what's going to keep showing. Oh, my partner does not, oh, that man hates me so much. Things are going to start showing up to make him hate you. You are going to start doing things to make him hate you. So as humans, we joke, even if that was a joke, you're making a bad joke about yourself. Your subconscious mind does not know what is a joke and what is real. So you keep joking about bad things about yourself. That's what's going to keep happening. And then you find that, or maybe you say, oh my gosh, I'm so poor. Like, I'm so broke. Ever since I realized this, I stopped joking about my financial life. I stopped saying things like, the poverty that's happening in Nigeria. No, you're never going to find me in that conversation where people are complaining about this or complaining about that. If I'm with people who are doing that, I either don't contribute to the conversation or I find a way to leave or change the topic. Because if you keep seeing yourself as that person, that's what's going to keep happening. Time and time over and over, I have seen that the things that are unseen are what actually controls our 3D reality. That's what I have seen. So standing on those principles, what if we start adopting better self-concept of ourselves? Like, you know what, I feel really beautiful today. Or those people who complain, oh my God, I'm so ugly. Like, nobody ever takes me. Nobody ever wants to be with me. Nobody wants to be with somebody like myself. Or that's what you're going to keep saying, my love. Nobody respects me. Oh, my partner does not respect me. Oh, he's such a cheater. Oh, all men are cheat. You would never catch me saying all men are scum, because then I have now realized that if that's what I'm projecting out, into the universe, that's what's going to keep the men who are scum are going to keep coming to me. So if I know that I have the power to say something that's bad, why not use that same power to say something that's good, so that good things can happen to me? Or, oh, I'm so lonely. You would naturally find that situations to make you feel lonelier will keep popping up in your reality. People will keep leaving you. I once had a friend who we were getting close, right? We were talking almost every day. It was purely platonic, on my own end at least. So we would talk every day. We would chat, when we had the chance to. And one day she said, "Oh, Anna, I'm scared." I'm like, "Okay, what's up? Why are you scared?" She's like, "People often leave my life." I'm like, "What do you do to make people leave?" I was like, "I don't know. People just leave my life. People come to my life and then they leave." While I understand that things are temporary, I understand that situations are temporary, and I understand that people are in phases. Maybe this person is in your life for this particular phase, and then they leave the same way you are in other people's life for a phase. So while I understand that, but I had to ask her, what do you do to make people leave your life? She's like, she doesn't know, people just leave. And then one day, this girl, she had been doing something to me time and time over again. I would like, hey, I don't like this. I don't like it when you do this. You get, because I like attacking the matter there and there. I don't like it when you do this. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Da, da, da. The next week she would repeat the same thing, right? Until she did it one day. I was like, if you do this again, that's the end. I am not continuing with this friendship. Then she apologized. Some days later, she did the same thing, and then that was it for me. I just stopped picking her calls. I stopped responding to her messages, and then that was it. That was how that friendship ended. So she keeps attracting that to her life. She keeps attracting people leaving her to her life, and that's what she keeps experiencing. But she keeps asking herself, why do people keep leaving me? If such a person wants better results as regards to people, she should start asking herself, oh, why are people so gravitated towards me? Why do people get so attached to me easily? That's what she should start asking herself. I did this experiment myself, some months ago. I kept asking myself, oh, why are people so magnetized by me? And then before I knew it, wherever I went to, somebody wanted to talk to me. Somebody wanted to say hi. Somebody wanted to just get in tune with my energy. And I always hear, oh, your energy is so magnetic. Oh, it's something I always hear, because I ask myself, I tell myself, your energy is so magnetic. And then that's what the reality, that's what the 3D is mirroring back to me. You get? Now, another thing to show that what is here is what materializes is this house I currently live in, right? When I was in my former house, I wanted a house with a balcony. I didn't know how that was going to come. The funds for that were not on ground, but sometimes I'll catch myself on my bed wishing or imagining that I could just walk out of my room and there'll be a balcony with a beautiful view. I kept imagining that the balcony was behind the wall. And then when I started looking for houses, it took me over almost 2 months to get this house I'm in, and this is what I kept imagining in my head. Do you understand? Glass door, balcony, beautiful view. So if the same way that I think that where people get it wrong is they feel like, oh, the thing I want, I must see it before I feel happy. I must see the man before I feel loved. I must see the relationship before I start feeling loved about myself. I must see the money before I start feeling wealthy. But how the universe works and how God works is that, it's in the Bible. As a man thinketh, so he is. It's not as a man is, so he thinketh. So it is as a man thinketh, so he is. So for you to see that thing, you need to first think it, and then your thoughts now affect your feelings, and then that's when you now see the thing that you want. That's when you now see the people that you want. That's when you now see the opportunity that you want. You need to first feel it, and then you can start seeing it. So you need to find a way to live from the end state. So this is where the vicious cycle that people experience comes in, right? Oh, I feel so, let me go back to being lonely. I feel so lonely. That's how you're feeling. That's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing. That's how you're feeling. That's how you're feeling. So it just never ends. So you need to make that conscious decision to just stop. Okay, I no longer want to feel this way. And the beautiful thing as human beings, we have the ability to conjure up feelings and then feel that way. If you want to feel loved in this moment, maybe I'll talk about this in my next video in depth. If you want to feel loved, just feel it. Feel it. Imagine things that make you... imagination is one of the human mental faculties we were blessed with as human beings. Feel it. Imagine it, and then feel it, and then before you're just happy. you're just happy in that moment. So happiness does not come from material possessions. I mean, this can get me excited. Oh my gosh, I got a new phone, I'm so excited, da, da, da. But the next day I'm like, okay, what can I get that would make me, what's that temporary high I can get that would make me just feel excited all of a sudden? And then you're chasing the next thing, but don't you know that excitement that this phone gives you, you can sit down by yourself, bring that excitement from nothingness. Imagine your way into that excitement and you're excited. You find that you're excited, and because you're excited, you tap into that frequency of excitement, and things that make you excited now start showing up in your reality. I said a lot, but I hope with that being said, you can finally understand that your self-concept is capable of affecting your reality. It's capable of affecting your relationships with your family, with your specific person, with your friend, with your whoever. As within, so without. How I feel is what I experience. Yes, and I have come to the end of this video. What did you think about today's video? Let me know in the comment section. I'd really love to read from you, and I trust that you will subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this one. Did you like today's video? Give me a thumbs up if you did. And with that being said, I will see you on my next video. I drop a video like this every week. Bye.